With no signs of a truce between Gehlot and the Pilot factions in Rajasthan, Congress, the parties called another legislative party meet again slated at 10 a.m. this morning. The Congress has urged Deputy Chief Minister Sachin Pilot and other leaders with him to join the meeting and discuss all their issues. This after Pilot and his loyalist MLA skipped the CLP meet which was held yesterday, where Chief Minister Gehlot claimed that he has the numbers. Making a public appeal to Pilot, Congress's Randeep Singh Surjewala said that all doors for talks were opened for him. The Gehlot camp, meanwhile, is confident of its numbers. MLAs supporting Gehlot were shifted to a resort in Jaipur after the meeting, the CLP meet that happened yesterday.
माननीय सचिन पायलट जी के सभी विधायक साथियों से हम उन्हें लिखकर भी भेज रहे हैं। हमने अनुरोध किया है कि आइए राजनीतिक यथास्थिति पर चर्चा करिए, राजस्थान को कैसे मजबूत करें ये चर्चा करिए, राजस्थान की हम कैसे मिलकर सेवा करें ये चर्चा करिए, 8 करोड़ जनता की कैसे मदद करें आइए ये चर्चा करिए। और अगर किसी व्यक्ति विशेष से कोई मतभेद है तो खुले मन से वो भी कहिए।
We'll have to see if there's any real breakthrough in that meeting that's slated at 10 a.m. today. But the rift between Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot is not really new. It all began when Gehlot was made the Chief Minister of Rajasthan in 2018. Since then, both Pilot and Gehlot have been critical of each other on various issues and very often publicly and openly. Here's a detailed report on the flashpoints between the two prominent leaders of the Rajasthan Congress unit.
Let's be clear, these two men cannot stand each other. It's a generational dislike that has festered for 6 years, and now it has erupted in full. This new warfare between Rajasthan Chief Minister and his deputy Sachin Pilot has clearly been triggered by the Rajasthan police notice to Sachin with allegations of poaching. But there's more to this than meets the eye. The friction between these two dates back to Sachin's appointment as the Rajasthan Congress president after the party's debacle in the 2013 polls. But the change failed to bring any good fortunes, with the grand old party facing a humiliating rout in the Lok Sabha polls in 2014. After the disaster, Gehlot was given a central role in the party, but he continued to show interest in Rajasthan politics despite the party performing well under him in Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat. Sources say that while Rahul Gandhi tried his best to put up a united face of the party and brought both Gehlot and Pilot onto the same dais, he failed to douse the flames of friction. Ahead of the state polls in 2018, the friction caught fire again. The reason was Rahul Gandhi giving a free hand to Sachin Pilot in ticket distribution. An angry Gehlot fielded 11 independents from his camp. He also tied up with the RLD and fielded one of his close aides, Subhash Garg, who won the election. But Gehlot's fortunes lit up after the Congress was short of just one seat from absolute majority, and he then brought 13 independents and one RLD MLA into the party fold. Back then, Rahul Gandhi tried to make Sachin Pilot state chief minister, but in an internal MLA survey, Pilot failed to get the vote. Angry and unwilling, he accepted the deputy chief minister's post. But there was more humiliation ahead. During the oath-taking ceremony, Pilot was denied a seat next to the governor due to Gehlot's opposition. Worse, he was denied entry to the assembly from the gate used by the assembly's speaker and chief minister. Over time, Pilot's involvement in key policy decisions was stripped away, and a few of his close associates shifted loyalty to the strengthening Gehlot camp. With Priyanka Gandhi's entry into active politics again, Gehlot's proximity to 10 Janpath once again cornered Sachin Pilot. At this time, Sachin's attempts to speak to Rahul Gandhi would hit a sudden wall, with communication lines snapping for over a year. Pilot therefore lost ground in Delhi and Rajasthan both. Now, with Panchayat polls on the horizon, Chief Minister Gehlot is trying to convince the Gandhis to remove Sachin Pilot from the state president's post, raising the young leader's annoyance to fever pitch. But the final nail in the coffin came this January when, according to sources, Pilot was found to allegedly be in touch with several union ministers from the BJP. What you see now is a climax of 6 years of festering animosity. With Sharad Kumar in Jaipur, Bureau Report, India Today.
A lot of dramatic developments that happened yesterday as well, and Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot's camp claimed it had the numbers. Deputy Chief Minister Sachin Pilot, however, has dug in his heels. According to sources, Sachin Pilot has denied being in talks with the Congress High Command. This after Congress claimed that senior party leaders have reached out to Pilot to discuss the current political situation. The Pilot camp has also refuted Gehlot camp's claim that the Chief Minister has the support of 109 MLAs, saying only 84 MLAs were with the CM. The Deputy Chief Minister's camp claims that it enjoys the support of 30 MLAs. India Today has also accessed exclusive visuals of MLAs loyal to Pilot residing in the ITC Grand Hotel in Gurugram. So what exactly could perhaps play out in Rajasthan? We've broken down 3 scenarios of how things could play out within the Congress unit in the state. Let's put out scenario 1 for you first. Here is the situation that the Congress leadership realizes letting Pilot go will hit its image, and that is expected because yesterday already you saw Surjewala appealing to Pilot to return. It's not just about the numbers but also about the optics. Scenario also in this case is that Gehlot is asked to call for a truce. While he remains the boss, there will be a need for Gehlot also to step down slightly to ensure that Pilot is accommodated. Pilot will be allowed to work independently within the party. This is one of his demands, saying that he has not been given any sort of free hand. So this is scenario 1 where the crisis will be completely averted. Essentially, the Congress gives into some demands and reaches a middle ground between Gehlot and Pilot. Here's scenario 2. Sachin Pilot refuses to relent. He decides to ditch the Congress. And at this point, Pilot has dug in his heels. He seems to be very clear that he doesn't want to give in to the Congress. Then in that kind of a scenario, the Congress manages to keep its flock together and Gehlot survives. That is in the current circumstance that Gehlot claims he has the numbers of 109 MLAs. Pilot, his options are that he could perhaps float his own regional front and also then get outside support from the BJP. At this point, he claims that he has numbers. He has more numbers at this point to go ahead and create a problem for Gehlot. What could also create a problem is if more MLAs decide to side with Sachin Pilot and then go ahead and choose to be with him and his fresh regional front. That will provide a problem really for Ashok Gehlot. In that case, Gehlot government could be reduced to a minority, which means that Ashok Gehlot will not remain the chief minister. Pilot and his MLAs could join the BJP and then form the government. On their own, they can't have the numbers unless there's a mass exodus, and that is very, very unlikely. So Pilot in this scenario will have to join hands with the BJP. He's denied it before, which is why we believe this scenario is unlikely. So amid this power struggle in Rajasthan, all eyes are on Sachin Pilot's next move, with the numbers appearing to be in the favor of Ashok Gehlot. Pilot is left with limited options. The Congress has also reached out to him, inviting him for detailed dialogue, for talks in Jaipur. But will Pilot actually sit across the table with Congress leaders to reconcile differences? So far, he's indicated that he's not willing to have any sort of dialogue.
The last act in Rajasthan's power struggle is still awaited. The numbers for now seem to be lifted in favor of Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. This limits Sachin Pilot's options. Pilot nurses demands of occupying the Chief Minister's chair, and he makes no bones about it. Without numbers on his side, Pilot will not be able to drive a hard bargain with the BJP. The other option will be to sit across the table with Congress leaders and reconcile differences with the party. The Congress has already reached out to the disgruntled leader. As many as 5 top party leaders, including Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, are learned to have spoken to him, inviting him for talks in Jaipur.
कांग्रेस के संगठन प्रभारी महासचिव श्री केसी वेणुगोपाल जी से, कांग्रेस कार्य समिति के कई वरिष्ठ सदस्यों से और कांग्रेस नेतृत्व से उप मुख्यमंत्री श्री सचिन पायलट से उन्होंने कई बार मौजूदा राजनीतिक परिस्थिति पर चर्चा भी की है।
He will not leave. I have full confidence that he will not leave. He is a very sincere congressman. His father, himself, and all. He has built the party for past 6-7 years. He is the president. He has done his best. He knows his. There might be some small issues. I don't tell no.
India Today has learned Sachin Pilot's camp has listed their demands. Sources say Pilot wants 4 of his loyalist MLAs to be made ministers. He also seeks key portfolios for home and finance for his nominees. Pilot has also demanded that he retains the Rajasthan Congress chief's post. Pilot has a third option: float his own party and fight it out. This is the route he is least likely to take.
It's a bumpy road ahead for Sachin Pilot in Rajasthan politics. His dream to become chief minister seemed to be a bit far-fetched under the given conditions. And with just a handful of MLAs by his side, a face-saving compromise with Chief Minister Gehlot appears to be a realistic option before him. With camera person Vinod, this is Anand Patel in New Delhi for India Today.
Now, amid the political crisis in Rajasthan, what also made headlines was the Income Tax Department and the Enforcement Directorate's continued crackdown on Chief Minister Gehlot's aides. Now, the IT department carried out raids at 43 locations in 4 cities, that's of Jaipur, Kota, Delhi and Mumbai. One of the groups that were raided was Om Metals Infra Project Limited, whose managing director Sunil Kothari is reportedly very close to Chief Minister Gehlot. India Today has learnt from sources that the IT department is in possession of receipts of alleged dubious transactions using Hawala links. Probe is going on to find out if the transactions were political in nature. IT sleuths also suspect that the firm invested unaccounted income into real estate. And here's another story we're tracking closely this morning. Amid disengagement from Indian and Chinese troops at border areas, the 4th round of Corps Commander talks will take place today. Just like last time, military-level talks will be hosted by the Indian Army at Chushul in Leh. This will be the first Corps Commander meet after the initial phase of disengagement. India Today has learnt that the agenda will be further thinning of troops in all friction areas and additionally reduction of artillery from key points. Meanwhile, Chinese pullback continues. In fact, they're moving back from Finger 4 now to Finger 5. Also getting you the latest updates on the coronavirus outbreak. Let's start off by getting you the latest figures from the Health Ministry on the number of cases in India. The confirmed COVID cases stands at 8,78,254. The death toll at 23,174. Maharashtra is the worst affected state with 2,54,427 cases. The death toll at 10,289. Let's get you the latest figures from Tamil Nadu, where confirmed cases stands at 1,38,470. The death toll at 1,966. In Delhi, the number of cases stands at 1,12,494. 3,371 deaths have been reported in the national capital so far. These figures will go up because the Health Ministry in the coming hours will also update it with the numbers that have come in the last 24 hours. Let's focus on the city of Bengaluru, because in Karnataka we've been seeing the last 1 week cases going up, and that's why in the city of Bengaluru there is a relock from today as coronavirus cases continue to surge. The city in fact is being relocked from 8 p.m. tonight for 1 week, that's till July 22nd. Only essentials will be available and allowed during this relock, that too from 5 a.m. to 12 noon. Movement within the city will be allowed for personnel with proper passes and also in case of an emergency. The government has imposed lockdown after seeking advice from medical experts. The daily cases in Bengaluru continue to rise for the last 2 weeks. 525 cases were reported in Bengaluru in the last 24 hours. Last evening, in view of the relock, people in Bengaluru were seen stocking up liquor. Several migrants were seen leaving the city in view of the decision by the government.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.